Alright, so this part, I know it looks kind of crazy, but it's the same shape essentially, like 3 different times, just mirrored. So I think what I'm going to do is make this sketch first, and then I'm going to extrude it one way, and extrude it the other way, and then I'll make another sketch and project the geometry, or use the geometry. So I'm basically making this line, so I'm going to make this sketch with a rectangle in the middle, and then the 2 circles. So it shouldn't be that crazy. Alright, so let me open a document. I went into my folder. I'm going to do create document, and we'll call this model warm 15. Actually, I don't want to do that because I already have it. I'm going to start. Alright, so I'm starting a new part. I'm going to start a sketch in the front view. And I'm going to first, these shapes that we've been making with the round edges, I'm going to start with a rectangle. So I'm just going to make a rectangle that goes from 1.5, and then the radius of here is 0.5. So that means from here to here is 0.5 on the circle. So 1.5 by 1 is my rectangle. I'm going to start on the origin somewhere and do 1.5 by 1. Now I'm going to take my circle and finish those 2 parts like this. So now I got the outline. I just need these 2 lines in the middle, and I can either do a rectangle or I could do 2 lines. It doesn't matter. But I've got some dimensions that I can go on to kind of pull those. So I'm going to trim these parts though to get rid of them, just so they're out of the way. And then I'm just going to use a rectangle because I think it'll be easier. So I've got my 2 lines now. And if I go here, so I've got from the center point to this line is 1 inch. So from the center point to this line, about 1 inch. And then it also shows me that like from the edge of here to this line, which is my hidden line, is 1 inch. So I think Onshape will let me do that. So now I've got almost all the parts I need. All I need is these 2 holes that share the center point, and the diameter is 0.5. So I'm going to go here and here. They're equal. And it's 0.5. So now I'm going to take my trim tool and get rid of the shapes that I don't need. And now I can extrude it. So I'm going to do 1. This is going to be my middle part. I'm going to go here at the drawing. They're all 0.25. So it's like 0.25 here, and then it's 0.5 all the way. So that means subtract it, we get 0.25, and it's 0.75 all the way. The whole thing is 0.75, so that means if this is 0.5, we're left with 0.25. So we just do the math to figure that stuff out. I can do 0.25. Now I've got this one part. I'm going to turn my sketch back on, rotate over. That's going the wrong way, so I'm going to flip it, do 0.25, then click the check, and now I could do this one more, or I can start a sketch here. I can use the circle as well. Now I've got that shape drawn on the edge. Extrude 0.25 and then I always want to turn the sketch off after I'm done using it because it'll make it less complicated, but there is the shape.